Welcome back to my channel. So let's go over the very important stimulus check information that you have to know. But first, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family. On this channel, I always do my very best in providing you with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check information. So folks, be sure to subscribe.
Provide a fair and well-deserved payment to our seniors receiving Social Security and veterans receiving federal benefits who will not see a cost of living adjustment in their benefits next year. It would provide a one-time check of approximately $580.
Now folks, the nearly $1 trillion in federal relief money was sent to U.S. households through 3 stimulus payments. And all these stimulus checks, everybody, are credited with reducing poverty and helping millions of families weather the crisis. Now, Medicare will be expanded under the new 4th stimulus bill, folks, and under the new budget resolution that was just approved by the House of Representatives. Now Nancy Pelosi announced that she is committed to passing the infrastructure package next week.
The right thing to do. Social Security and veterans benefits should rise to keep pace with prices. But unless Congress acts, our seniors and our veterans will not see any increase in their own benefits next year. It's time to fix that. I want to ask, who on the other side would say millionaires should continue to get to deduct their bonuses while senior citizens get no COLA?
Some states are also moving to distribute stimulus checks from their own state government. Yes, folks, many of you guys could be receiving state stimulus payments. Did you receive your state stimulus check, folks? Tell me in the comments below. And also, a handful of states are tapping their own stimulus funds or surpluses to help specific residents, like the low-income people and teachers. At the same time, many households have already spent the 3rd stimulus checks, which the IRS started distributing in March. In another development that could weigh on people's income, crisis unemployment benefits are set to end on September 6th, cutting 7.5 million jobless workers off the rolls. And according to the census survey data from late July through early August, about 1 in 4 households across the US struggled to pay their household expenses in the previous week. And unemployment experts said that people were counting on things being back to normal 100% by now, and we're not there yet. As of today, folks, the Biden administration has said that it will not extend unemployment benefits beyond September 6th. So, although officials noted that states could use stimulus funding to extend their own programs, many states are not doing so.
And what I'm going to do is make a brief statement here and then go through and tell you what we're doing, but then hear from all of you if that's okay. I know you're busy as the devil. I know you've got a lot to manage in your states, but the fact is that I want to hear from you. We both want to hear from you.
What do you think about this, everybody? Should states send out their own state stimulus payments and help out their state residents? Tell me what you think in the comments below. And also, everybody, California will start distributing checks of up to $1,100 to about 25 million residents beginning August 27th. This is part of an effort to provide to the state's low and middle income families. It is the 2nd state stimulus check issued by California. Now, people who receive the first check but don't have a dependent will not qualify for any payments, according to the state. And if you receive the first check and also have a dependent, you will get $500. The bigger payments, $1,100, will go to those who didn't get the first check and who claim at least one dependent. And about 2/3 of Californian residents, about 25 million people in fact, are expected to qualify for the new state stimulus checks. And that's great news, folks. Now, here's what I want you to know about the earned income tax credits that you may be eligible for. You guys might be eligible for more state stimulus payments, folks.
Okay, I have 2 updates for you. The first is one on Hurricane Ida, which is lengthy. I'm just going to give you in advance, but hopefully we'll share a number of helpful details with all of you. Today, as you just saw, the President and his Homeland Security team continue to monitor the impacts of...
Now, other states have also issued state stimulus checks with their own state funds. Like Colorado, for example, issued $375 checks to more than 400,000 residents who had claimed unemployment benefits during the crisis. Other states and localities have also provided crisis relief to residents including New Mexico, Washington, D.C., and Vermont. Older Americans, though, would see their health coverage expanded as part of the $3.5 trillion budget plan, approved by the House of Representatives. Medicare, which is relied by most Americans once they reach the eligibility age of 65, would provide coverage for dental, vision, as well as hearing, under the new budget resolution. Now, these proposals are part of Democrats' goal to strengthen the social safety net and invest in efforts to combat climate change. The House approval of the budget resolution, folks, rested on a party line vote, and it clears the way for lawmakers to draft legislation, reflecting what's in the spending plan and potentially pass the massive package without Republican support. Now, although there's no certainty that everything included in the budget plan will make it through Congress, Medicare advocates are hopeful that coverage of the extra benefits will come to fruition. So folks, should Medicare be expanded, and should President Biden extend the Social Security benefits? Tell me in the comments below, folks, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
And we know Hurricane Ida had the potential to cause massive damage, and that's exactly what we saw. We already know there's been at least one confirmed death, and that number is likely to grow. And we've got 1 million people in Louisiana without power, and for a time, Ida caused the Mississippi River to literally change its direction. And some folks are still dealing with the storm surge and flash flooding. And there are roads that are impassable due to debris and down power lines. And we need people to continue to shelter in place if it's safe for them to do so. And for those who have lost their homes, states working with the American Red Cross have already opened 50 shelters in the affected areas across the Gulf Coast. We've already begun search and rescue efforts, and we get folks who out there who need assistance, and we're doing the best we can. More than 5,000 members of your National Guard have been activated from Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Texas to support search and rescue and recovery efforts. And FEMA has prepositioned literally millions of meals and liters of water. They're already prepositioned, as well as other resources in the immediate area. And we've deployed more than 200 generators, and we already moved into the region. They've been moved in ahead of time. And the Administrator Griswold and her team at FEMA is working, getting more of those into the area. We're in close contact with local electric providers to see what they need. They're all private providers. We don't control that, but we're doing all we can to minimize the amount of time it's going to take to get power back up for everyone in the region. And we've been working with the electric sector throughout the night and all day today to assess and understand the full extent of the damage. To accelerate the process, I've asked the Federal Aviation Administration to work today with Louisiana and Mississippi electric companies to authorize the use of surveillance drones to assess Ida's damage to energy infrastructure, while ensuring those flights do not disrupt aerial search and rescue